So welcome back traders to another exciting pre-analysis for the coming week. We are going to be having different analysis on different pairs. So we are going to start with gold, but before we start, if you are a new viewer, click on the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and let's jump right into the analysis. So we are currently on gold. So as you all know, we always start our analysis from the 4-hour time frame because we are day traders. So the first thing you want to do is to mark out our key levels. Remember, the first thing you want to do when you come to your chart is to draw out your key levels, and you will draw out your key levels using the higher time frame so that you can get the accurate data for your analysis. So let's draw out the key level. We'll start by drawing out the last level that was broken, which was this level here. This was the last level that was broken. Price broke above that level. We will not get the immediate retest. So this was the last level that was broken. Expected an immediate retest, but will not get that. So but this was the last level that was broken. So the next thing you want to do is to scale down to the lower time frame to see the behavior of candles at that level. As you can see, the trend is up. Price is making higher high, higher lows, higher high. The structure is up, so we're only focusing on buying opportunity. So when we scale down to the 1 hour, we still want to isolate another level that was broken. We can identify multiple weak rejections here. Price struggle to break above that level. We can identify multiple weak rejections here. Price struggle for a long time to break above this level. So this becomes another level we can work with. So what we expect when the market opens is for price to pull back to this level for a retest before we get into the continuation. So let me illustrate that using an arrow. So when the market opens, we expect price to pull back. Again to the level, and after the pullback, once we start identifying weak rejection or failure to break below the level, we'll get into the buy and safely place our stop loss below the key level, something like this. This is how your trade should be like. Remember, as I said, once price pull back to this level, we want to identify weak rejection or failure to continue down, and that is the only time you take the buy, because price might still come back and retest this level. Price is still expected to pull back to this level. Let me scale up to the 4 hours so that I can see it clearly. This is a quick recap of what I said. This was the last level that was broken by this strong 4-hour candle. After the break and close of this candle, we will not get the immediate retest. Price just keep flying up. So we expect price to pull back before a continuation, because that's how the trend moves. When price pull back before a continuation. So this is where we'll take the buy, stop loss below for a continuation up, because the trend is up. We are only looking for buying opportunity on gold. So let's move on to the next pair, which will be on Bitcoin USD. So we are currently on Bitcoin USD, and as you can see, the overall trend from the 4-hour perspective is down. Price is making lower low and lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. So the trend is down. We are only looking for selling opportunity on Bitcoin USD. So as you all know, the first thing we do when we come to our chart is to mark out our key levels, and this was the last level. This was the last lower high that was created. We expect price to respect this level for us to keep selling the market. The only time the trend will be changing from being bearish, which is down, to being bullish is when we have a strong 4-hour candle close above this level. Once we have a strong 4-hour candle close above this level, the trend has changed from being bearish, which is down, to being bullish, which is up. But as long as price is respecting this level, we are good for sell. So once the market opens, we expect price to push deep into this level and respect this level, because as you all know, if you have been trading for a while, you can identify this as a double top pattern. Once price push here, it will be a double top pattern. We'll take the sell. This is how your trade should look like. We'll take the sell once price push to that level. So once we start identifying weak rejection around this level, we'll take the sell, place our stop loss above the key level for a continuation back down, because we can identify this as a double top pattern. If you have been trading for a while, you can identify this as a double top pattern. So let's scale down to the 1 hour time frame so that you can see what's happening clearly around that level. The size of the candle is depleting. It's a strong sign that the bullish momentum is depleting, and we expect the bears to step into the market around this level. We anticipate that there's a lot of sell orders around this level. So once price push deep, it get triggered, and we expect price to continue back down. So we're only looking for selling opportunity on Bitcoin USD because the overall trend is down. We are only looking for selling opportunity on Bitcoin USD. So let's move on to the next analysis. The next analysis is on US oil. As you can see, the trend is down. The candles are red. Price is bearish. We're only looking for selling opportunity in the market. So traders, here's the secret I'm going to share with you guys. Once you start approaching your chart like this, start your analysis from the 4 hour time frame, you will see a difference in your growth and your success. Just try it, back test it, and see the results for yourself. So we're on the 4 hour time frame, and the first thing you want to do is to mark out our key levels. And as I always say, if you want to be part of our VIP trading signal group, where we drop high probability daily signal on gold, Bitcoin USD, Pound JPY, US oil, and other top major currency pairs, check out the video description. It's a WhatsApp and a Telegram link. You get added to the group. It's a paid membership group. So let's continue with our analysis. So we have already marked out the last level that was broken, which was this level. This was a candle. This was a 4 hour candle that broke out of this level. So but we don't expect price to push deep for a retest here. So the second level we are going to isolate is going to be our support level, which is this level here. We can identify multiple week rejection on multiple occasions. These are 4 hour candles. Whenever price gets to that level, we can see a reaction. So this becomes our strong support level in the market. You can see multiple week rejections here. Remember, this is an area, it's not a single line. So this is the support level we are going to be working with. We expect price to push deep into the level, either break below or expect it and bounce off that level. But to be able to sell the market, even though the trend is down, we are not just going to sell anywhere. After a strong push face like this, after a strong candle close like this, we expect price to pull back to at least 50% retracement before a continuation down. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to isolate 50% of that candle. So this is what we expect the market to do after any strong push face like this. After any strong candle push face like this, we expect price to pull back to at least 50% retracement before a continuation in that direction down. So when the market opens, we expect price to be bullish back to this level, and once we start identifying weak rejection, we'll take the sell, place our stop loss above the level for a continuation back down to some of this support level in the market. So this is how your trade should look like. You are only looking for sell, and remember, traders, always trade with the trend. Never trade against the trend. If the market is down, just put it on the back of your mind that you are only going to be selling the market that day unless the trend change. Never trade against the trend. Don't start taking buys. Even though we expect price to pull back to this level, don't take the buy. Be patient enough to wait for price to pull back and only look for selling opportunity in the market. This is very obvious and simple, but most traders always trade against the trend. They anticipate a reversal even when there is none. So stick to trading with the trend, don't trade against it. So this is the analysis for US oil. A quick recap. The overall trend is down. We're only looking for selling opportunity. Expect price to pull back to at least 50% retracement of this candle, and before finally coming back down to the support level, because we are only looking for selling opportunity. So that's the pre-analysis for the week. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section below. And if you want to expand your knowledge in forex trading and price action strategies, check out the video description. Chat me up. We have a one-on-one mentorship program where we teach you and analyze trades together live in the market, answer all your questions.